Today we're going to focus on the movement of the spine in relationship to the breath. So one of the best ways for me to kind of show you how this works is in a hands and knees position, in a position many of you have done, which is called Chakravarkasana. It's one of my go-tos. So in this position, I'm in a tabletop position, and you'll just go ahead and watch. And when I inhale, the emphasis comes to lengthening through my thoracic spine, my upper back, and my neck. And then my low back arches to really be able to work that extension through my thoracic and cervical spine. And then when I exhale, I contract the abdomen, bend the elbows, and as my hips come back, I get extension in the lumbar spine, and my cervical spine and my thoracic spine relax. So I'm just going to do a couple of those so that you can watch. Thoracic and cervical begin here with nice extension, and then on the exhale, they relax, and lumbar begins with nice extension. One more. So when we breathe, typically, when we're in a breath practice, what we're hoping to do is find that nice extension through the thoracic and the cervical on the inhale, and then the extension through the lumbar on the exhale. So I'm going to show you what that looks like from the back. So when I inhale, I gently press up through the crown of my head, and you'll see that my low back kind of bends, arches a little bit as I get that flat upper back and nice length in the neck. And then when I exhale, the lumbar lengthens and the upper body softens. So if you're not doing this already, I want you to just be in a nice seat and close the eyes. And you'll just begin to breathe here. And on a natural inhale, think about extending up through the neck and getting length through the vertebrae in the thoracic spine. And then when you exhale, think about creating the length through the lumbar spine. And this is going to start to mobilize each vertebrae over time. You'll become more in tune with the pulsations of each vertebrae as you move. And what it looks like from the front, oftentimes people will exaggerate it and push the chest too far forward. But what it really is just this nice, like you're pulling from the top of the head up to get that space. It kind of lifts the diaphragm, not lifts the diaphragm, it lifts the rib cage away from the diaphragm as if that could happen, but it creates space in the solar plexus, which is, as the belly relaxes, why the lumbar spine arches, because the belly comes forward. So then we get that nice anterior tilt on the inhale in the pelvis, and then on the exhale, we take a posterior tip of the pelvis, lengthening the lumbar spine, contracting the abs, and softening up. So one of the ways that you can really start to begin to tune into this is on the inhale, letting the pelvis tip forward, and on the exhale, consciously tipping the pelvis back. And then you'll start to feel that kind of reverberate up through your back. But this is what I want you to do for practice today. I want you to follow the breath count, or if you're just watching this for the first time and doing it as a one-off, then you'll just do a 6-count inhale and a 6-count exhale. Set a timer for about 5 minutes, and then you're just going to focus on getting these little movements in the spine. Even if you don't feel anything, it's fine, because you're bringing awareness to areas that aren't largely paid attention to. We might say, I have back pain or I have neck pain, but we're not in tune with each of the 24 vertebrae. So this practice is going to start to get us in tune with that and start to feel the mobilization. And at first, if you begin to over-exaggerate the movement, that's okay as well. If you have any questions, obviously, I'm here to help you out. But this is what it's like to pair the breath with movement, and this is just the beginning of pairing breath with movement. And this is really also the end of pairing breath with movement, right? Is creating the subtle movements in the spine that control the movements in the rest of the body. So have a great day. Enjoy.